was a good line reading, isn't it? We'll keep him.
The mask and the glasses, they do not want to be far from us, and I'm going to take that as a compliment. So I'm ready to be far from it. And we had a little band meeting up there a second ago. Robin said, I'm superstitious. I leave well enough alone. You're less judicious. You listen when they wanna pick their bones. You give what you wish you'd been given. There ain't no burdens round your neck like stones. You state your heart. I stand by you as it all falls apart. I'm a beginner. There's so much I still don't know. You've been through the ringer. All those years, all you heard was no. You do what you wish had been done for you, but all they do is push you away. You stay your heart. I stand by you as it all falls apart. Nothing makes up for the love you didn't get. But nothing is nothing. You didn't learn that yet. You gotta have it before you give it. And you throw it away. You bet the house, every hand you play. You stake your heart. this next one, I can't always remember them, but I can remember this one. So this is a picture of two coats, and they were of a certain, you know, you have one hanging in your closet right now. It's one of those puffy winter coats, and it's a picture of a man's coat on the back of a chair, and a woman's coat of the same variety, a different color, on the back of the chair next to it. And somehow or other, this man's coat has his arm protectively around the woman's coat. And I took a picture of it, and this is the haiku that goes with it. Undeterred by our absent bodies, our spirits willfully commune. And this song is called Back of the Chair. About what happens if you come into the house with your coat on. I come in, put my stuff down. There's a closet, here's a chair. I wish I could say I put it away, but I put my coat on the back of the chair. My coat on the back of the chair. I remember every story you told me, I wrote them down. I wish I could say I forget the way you lay your coat on the back of my chair. Your coat on the back of my chair. I try to let go. I know it's not right, but what can I do? I want you so much more than I want to hang my coat in the closet tonight. I wish coats put themselves away. My heart would learn to obey. And I wish I could say I had the strength to be without you today. But I put my coat on the back of the chair. My coat on the back of the chair. And I let all my coats accumulate there. Where your coat was on the back of my chair. I would like thank you very kindly. Are some of you serial leave your coaters on the back of the chairs? I mean, why do we have closets? I know closets are a good thing, but in that respect. Okay. I have to put a cape on. Wait, no, hold on.
The haiku associated with this song is, count the syllables now, you ready? Being together is just like being alone, only more lonely.
Yeah, no, that was right. I was just frowning because I was looking at the set list. I mean, that's the right haiku, but don't you wish you never felt that way? someone I know in this band. I was here the first time he played, so long ago. He's come so far and he's home for this show. His ex-girlfriend walks in. There's that look in his eye, same as when he was a baby. I said goodbye. He says he remembers me, just not my name. We laugh and there's his smile again. His ex-girlfriend walks over, says she thinks it's great someone as old as me would be here for a band that starts so late. He grabs her arm, the set of his jaw. I remember from the night he was born, when the nurse said I had to let him go. There's so much I didn't know. She says she is sorry to me. He takes her hand. If there's hope for her, maybe there's hope for me. His ex-girlfriend is beaming as he starts to play. She says she's always regret. She left him that way. Right outside, breathing the cold. Down the road, maybe he'll know the love it takes to let go. The love it takes to let him go. Walk back in, sit at the bar, alone because I am. I wanna give my son's band. discover Robin often goes to my phone and tries to look something up on it, and he goes, "Your phone's broken again. It doesn't know who I am."
Facial recognition doesn't work at all.
One of the days we could take my thumb while I'm sleeping and open my phone.
Yeah, who uninvented the phone? The thumb unlock. That was a great invention.
That would be not as
All right. The haiku associated with this next song is, I can't find myself in anything that's more real. And this...
Hold on. You know what happened when I was writing this? Because I'm having an arm problem right now. I was using public service announcement. If you're going to use notes, there's a little microphone on it that works. Sometimes it works a little too well. So I understand your
It got
confusion.
her Chicago accent embedded in the words.
Okay, so first of all these haiku are associated with images. There's 2 books in the back, 3 actually, but who's counting? Okay? And if you want to get on the mailing list, I send you out something every Sunday. We can talk about that later. But for now, all right, focus. We're back here now. This haiku goes, I can't find myself in anything that's more real than this ache for you. It's possible that I milk the haikus a little more than he does. Someone doesn't love you right. Someone doesn't love you right. It's written on your face, in your trembling hands. The words you say hide what you don't understand. Someone doesn't love you right. Someone doesn't love you right. You turn the other cheek, look the other way, tell yourself it gets better, but it's harder every day. Someone doesn't love you right. Someone doesn't love you right. Holding on, staying true is breaking you. Someone doesn't love you right. Someone doesn't love you right. Love bears all things. Love is patient and kind. It doesn't hold grudges or make you feel you're wrong all the time. Someone doesn't was in Door County, Wisconsin. Robin was with me. Maybe you were all there too. It was crowded that weekend.
Oh, gee, that never happens.
Yeah, exactly. So it was any weekend at all. But my family was there. And they were all going to go do something fun. Excuse us while we do.
The fun thing involved us crowding onto a boat with a bunch of food and drinks of various kinds, which is not something Jenny can do. Not just doesn't want to do, cannot do it.
Thanks, honey. Thank you for understanding, because I can't. I'm terribly, terribly motion sick. And the sun, you know, there's no clouds or anything. So there's like, it's kind of hard to get any shade. But if you're my family, which is a big Irish, exuberant family, like you say, I literally can't do that. And they're like, I'm sure you can, you know, and they're like using every means in their disposal to try to get you to believe in yourself enough to overcome your lifelong addiction to motion sickness. Like, you know, try harder. So I put my foot down, and that was, you know, hard enough. I'm this age, it's still hard to put your foot down with your family. Can I get an amen? I know, that's really hard. But then I'm home. Now, here's the thing I'm embarrassed to admit, but I felt left out. I don't want to go. I can't go. But now I'm not there. I know, it was terrible. So I do, you know, anybody...
Write a song.
You just write a song,
Oh, that's
right?
right.
And I looked in my phone where, like, every once in a while I catch a phrase and the phrase seems interesting and I write it down. It doesn't really make any sense. And the phrase was 5 Hours North, which is the name of this song. And then I'm in a songwriting group where they give you a prompt every month. And at the end of this song, I'm going to ask you what you think the prompt was. But I knew I had a song to write. I knew I had an interesting line. So I just chased the line down, and here's where it wound up. 5 hours north of you. Thinking about you's about all I do. We came together, surprised ourselves, 'cause we're not with each other, we're with someone else. "16 days since you sand still falls from my shoes, like it never happened, that everything changed. Whatever was between us is not the same. Distance is a funny thing. Some things become so clear, and some things just fade into the rear view mirror. Happened so fast, still catch my breath when we parted company. Distance is a funny thing. Some things seem so true, 6 months since that day. Whenever it smells like rain, go to the water, I splash my face and I start skipping stones, just in case. Distance is a funny thing when we could have been dumb calling. I just keep trying to do the next right thing, but I get this feeling like a wave on the sea. You're not coming back to me. You're not coming back to me. I get the feeling, yeah, yeah. I get the feeling, oh, I get the feeling, yeah, yeah. I get the feeling. Thank you.
So, what was the prompt?
I want you to tell me. I have to tune anyway.
Coming home?
Okay, we have one for coming home. What do you think the prompt was? What do you think inspired that song? Or no, what did the song have to include? It's not what inspired the song, because you heard what inspired the song. The haiku.
Water?
Interesting. Right now, we have 2 all day. 1 water, 1 coming home. Rear view mirror. That was an excellent one, and I'm going to use that as a prompt someday. But it wasn't a prompt for the song. The prompt was
16.
the next right thing. But 16 is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that you picked up on that. It was 16 days since you. And that, yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, see, I bet we have a room full of artists here. So this is a song, and we're closing in on the end of the set. So far, these songs I've played have not been recorded, because what did we have to do during COVID? Write songs. So I brought them out here for you today. This was written a little before COVID. So my father, Tom McCarthy, the family patriarch, passed during COVID, and I know that there are some people in this room who have just gone through something similar with a family member, and it's a strange time to lose someone or to have something go wrong with someone's health when you can't be with them. So my heart is with everyone who's dealing with a loss on that scale tonight and in the future. In our case, my dad had gotten someplace where he was to be taken care of, and the instructions were very clear, but in a very Tom McCarthyian way, through no fault of his own, he gets in a situation, and he wound up rolling off the bed and hitting his head, and I wrote this song for him. And I used to say, which I will say again, Tom McCarthy doesn't want your pity. Okay, this is a South Side Irishman, son of a fireman, went on to have 4 kids and a great life. But I think he does like to be remembered. So this is for all of us who've lost someone recently. There you are, falling out of bed, like a wave bound for the shore. You rolled and hit your head. deep in the sea, laughing and skipping stones in the water with me. Oh, 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 oh. So hard-headed, none of us could see how your thick skull cracked like sugar candy. Oh, 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 oh. My thoughts are hard as stones. Why wasn't I around to keep you safe from falling down? All we can do now, try not to make a fuss, laugh it off, shake it off like you taught us. Hold on to the love you gave us. Hold on to the love you gave us. Hold on. Well, we have time for just one more. And then our friend John is going to take this stage by storm. Okay? This song actually was recorded. It is on that Every Soul Grows to the Light album. My friend Eric out there says he likes this song. So I didn't want to finish the set without playing it. And I will also, briefly, because it amuses me, tell you how this song got written. Obviously, I have a thing for the underdog. I think many in this room do. Am I right? So when they said, Batman versus Superman is a terrible movie, don't go see it, what did I do? I went to see that movie. And I was making everything about that movie right. And everyone who told me it was wrong, they were the wrong ones. Look at the color palette on this. Look at these actors. These actors never get well-paying jobs like this. So I'm making this show right. And at the 90-minute mark, I realized I have 60 more minutes of making this movie right. I couldn't do it. So I was like, I moved further back in the theater, and I keep little notes for songs in the notepad of my phone. Now then, I wasn't cleverly using the recording thing, but so I had typed it, and I just was flipping through it, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a song. Oh, that sounds, all right. What if we put them all together? So, roughly 60 minutes later, by the end of Batman versus Superman, we had this song, and it goes like this. Flipping through the magazine of my grudges on Sunday, I have nothing to complain about. Maybe that's why I keep wondering why you didn't come around. Maybe you weren't alone, simply not free. Or maybe the biggest mistake you didn't make was me. Was it just a misunderstanding in the rain? A promise better broken than kept. I don't know why I can't stop wondering why you didn't come back. Maybe you were tired, had to get off your feet. Or maybe the biggest mistake you didn't make was leading me. Oh, they all say time will heal this pain. Oh, they all say we'll get back to normal again. Don't say when I will feel better. They only say someday, someday. Look left, I'm right by the tree. It's coming down hard now, and I fell down the road, wondering why you did not come for me. When somehow, I just thought you would. Maybe you were stranded out in the cold. Or maybe the biggest mistake you didn't make was holding me. Holding me. Oh, they all say, ooh. Oh, they all say, ooh. Oh, they all say.
You know, I figured out what was wrong when I got up there before. For the last year and a half, I've been staring at my laptop camera as a host. And I turn around and I look and there's faces. And I love faces, but you know, I'm out of practice. So you'll just have to bear with me.
Us too.
Well, yeah, come on out.
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll let these guys exit and then we'll just give a quick talk and then we'll refill our coffee cups and free coffee tonight. Ah, so there it is. I'm in the spotlight again. So next week, we have the amazing Sue Fink, who's scouting it out for next week to see how crazy it'll be here. And she's joined by Joni Kleiner, who is just a brilliant fiddle player.
Yep.
And I'm not going to go into detail because you've got these sheets on your table. The following week, we are hosting a group from Nashville called South for Winter. So there'll be first-timers here on the Coffee House stage, and they're doing a little mini tour coming up from Nashville. Again, you can read all about it. So I think we'll take like about a 10-minute break, hit the washroom, get a cup of coffee, and I'll go turn the lights back up a little so everybody can see where they're going.
Did you change the starting time?
We did.
Yeah, good job.
Well, you know, for the last year and a half, we've been doing it at 8 o'clock. I mean, at 8 o'clock for the virtuals.
Yeah, so why not keep it at 8?
So we made a bold decision and said, we're gonna keep it at 8.
That's good. Because we should have done that longer.
Well, you know, things move slowly when you're doing it by committee. And now that we are down to 4 people.
What?
Now we're down to 4. Tim Kendall. Yeah.
Denise was gone.
Step back.
I thought about that for many years. Never did it. Never had to worry about it.
We can get you a sit-down job. They make money for more.
Vacation.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. Just, I mean, Jen handled coffee and I've been doing the coffee.
How would you describe your music? You know it's rock. But what is yours? You do all of them? A little
But you're gonna mount the camera permanently and.
You're,
I'm Jenny. Call me Robin, because I would love to.
Jenny, the other guys. Okay. Rob? Oh, yeah. It's come here for 20 years.
Level sitting here.
Okay.
I've seen you and your husband long ago.
Started working on a song called Handshake. Shake someone's hand.
You probably saw it a month ago.
Actually, I kind of like that because there's a lot of stuff.
And I don't think that,
Well, you know,
the thing that really, no,
Like when I clean up my
thing that
dog's stuff.
frightened me, that I finally went out there, was that they get frequent.
but I just want you to know.
That was disgusting.
I'm doing great.
Even with a mask.
Is that right? No,
Everything's great. Until the pandemic hit, I was still doing some producing other places. And that ended overnight. So I started doing some other stuff, and I'm actually on staff of the church here. Part-time. And I revved up some of my connections around the community for that job because my job is to be out in the community. Sort of an ambassador, mostly being a listener out in the community. what's going on. I'm sure the church is into that. And also what, long story, there's a whole lot of feeding homeless people. I'm thinking of maybe retiring. I've done it twice so far.
Just keep doing it and find something new to do.
But,
Yeah, why don't you send me the notes? You have the
town is, lived there all my life, I've been here too long. Next week giving you a big award. I think for being here too long.
Well, it can have to do with a lot of stuff.
So, it's agreed to honor the mayor is.
That should be,
That's great. I'm sure you've done a lot.
I can't wait.
Not quite.
I told them, they called me up and I said, hey, wait a minute, I'm not dead yet.
that's actually a good one. That was very
No, I'm blessed.
Yeah,
Active, busy, productive,
that's true.
and I'm getting back into music production.
All right.
At two festivals up in Canada that I was working on just remotely.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not traveling yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year. And I produced all the music at our community festival here 3 weeks ago for Grove Fest. First time in 3 years for that.
Oh,
And I just thrilled it up that this place has been thriving so well, even through the pandemic.
yeah. You know, it's too bad it didn't want to do.
But broadcasting hundreds of thousands of people.
That was like, it was outdoors, but it was in this barn. It's
So,
like a barn.
ready to be here tonight.
Yeah,
It was real well.
it's good to see.
Just to see people like you. Good to be seen. Yeah, life is good.
Yeah, when I look back,
You know how many eye doctors it takes to change a light bulb?
one guy at the hospital,
How many light bulbs does it take to change a dial?
Is it one or two? Two or one?
he'd send it up
Oh, two.
It's funny you should say that. I haven't had, I've been lucky, my eyes didn't change forever. Well, all of a sudden they have. And my ophthalmologist retired and moved to Memphis. So I gotta find a new one.
You're up on the hill.
My eye doctor wants that.
gallon of that.
I told him the other one. He said no, first one. The other one was a man walks into an eye doctor's office, and the receptionist says, "Can I help you?" And he says, "I think I need glasses. My vision is off. I can't. I need to see the eye doctor." She says, "You need glasses. How do you know? Nobody's examined me." She said, "Because this is a law office."
Good. I remember that one.
Yeah, well,
I'll make sure it's an eye doctor. Oh, boy, if these walls could talk. What a joy, I just want to hug you.
I mean, you did a song, I remember this about you.
Listen.
Or even if there wasn't.
Well,
I know the way they broadcast this. I'm so happy you're here. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of these guys. Be my first one.
I am too. I am just so thrilled.
time together at the end of the night, I will later release one of my
Hello? Hello?
I was going to ask you something. I know you had time for
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Q&A.
this year's the 50th.
No, this is the 51st, I think, right? We don't live last year from last year. Like, I'm sure I said something, I'm like, wait a minute, that was 2 years ago.
Somebody else can celebrate my homework. That's a great 50th. So we have a big 52nd. Right there, for sure.
I heard a rumor they were going to go 50 plus.
Jan Craig.
Oh, alright.
Got family here. Oh, my job is to run this. I'm on staff at the church. Part-time staff.
Probably one of the Jenny friends.
Invisible.
You know, I've already done it.
Hear about those things.
Oh, you're starting to like, trying to get my water while I can. Hey, Sue, I want to make sure. I want to hug you.
Right, well, they say hi to this guy.
Next Friday.
Hi, Sue. I wanted to say hi. That's my son.
They're broadcasting. Well, that's just a computer, but there's a camera. They're still streamed on the internet.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I thought it was a year and a half since I last been. People are so good. They are so good.
We're trapped. We're here till Sue Fick show.
I know, right.
That's a beautiful thing. And everything else.
Yeah, it's like this, right.
Well, you're right, 2019.
Yeah.
We're kind of all the time, really back to
You're only getting better.
Oh, they have their, No,
Really?
All of a sudden people start coming in and I'm like,
Yeah, we went to some of those. We were on some of those, like, so, we gotta cover the right.
that is, you know,
Actually, we live west. Take a look. I know.
yeah, if you're not comfortable being here, everybody's got to set up to donate,
right.
some to drink.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think you do this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. I see it in your day. Right.
I'm ready if you are.
When you look at the string, you get the guitar.
I do remember.
At the same time as
I did. Oh, I did.
I know you want someone to look at it, but stand to it, right? I know. I think.
I'm back. I'm getting a lot more comfortable seeing faces. So anyway, we've got these guys back for second set. Next week we have the amazing Sue Fink and Jordy. And then we've got this group coming from Nashville. You've seen, we got the flyers out there. And with that, take it away, guys.
I know a lot of you haven't seen a lot of people in a year, and maybe this is the first time you get together, but we want to talk to you, just not too much detail, okay? Well, you sure like to share a lot of information. I appreciate that you're not shy. But before you start to show me the scars from your operation, Wait, that's TMI. TMI, am the kind of guy who likes to maintain a little mystery. Well, I kind of feel like I should not be privy to your whole life history before I start to cry and create an awkward situation. Wait, that's TMI. Let's have a drink or two and relax the limits of propriety. Just keep a few secrets just between you and the pages of your diary. The details of your life hold such endless fascination. I'm so very grateful for this time. But let's both be reminded it's just our second conversation. Wait, that's TMI. I am the kind of guy who likes to maintain a little mystery. Well, I kind of feel like I should not be privy to your whole life history before you decide to disseminate too much information. Wait, that's TMI.
That's TMI.
That's TMI.
That's TMI.
That's TMI. I got a brand new record out. I'm really excited about it. It's got a lot of songs about animals on it. It's called Animal Community. It's funny, I can't say that because I was reading it on my phone and instead of communicator, I had written commutator. I was imagining that there were like some criminal animals that had been put into pound. Maybe Joe Biden could commute their sentences. But anyway, this is most of my songs are sing-alongs, so once you find the chorus in here, have fun with it. In New York City, she was laughing at a joke that I couldn't hear. She told me that her work is gonna keep her pretty busy through the end of next year. Well, how am I gonna get some time on your calendar? Well, I should book a spot at your office downtown for my cat and my salamander animal communicator. She's got a lot going on. She's an animal communicator. Now she's an animal communicator. I never know when my call is gonna find her with a lonely prima donna, hippopotamus in a pond. I'm trying to make a date with her, animal communicator. She got a lot going on. Oh yeah, 'cause she's an animal communicator. Now she's leader, animal communicator. She's got a lot going on right now, 'cause she's an animal communicator. Now she's an animal communicator. I like everything about her, but she's booked up solid through December. I like to find a way to climb to the top of her agenda. Creatures at the zoo and all the king's horses. She's got a lot to do and she's not slowing down, but I'm building a rapport with the dog next door. Now we got a lot going on. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm an animal communicator. An animal communicator. Animal communicator. Animal communicator. Animal communicator. It's a funny thing, we have been meeting some people we haven't seen in a while who have grown beards, and we have to ask them to pull their masks down to see what they look like now. And has anybody seen Jackson Browne recently? Jackson Browne looks like some surfer hippie dude with a long beard. It doesn't look like the Jackson Browne I grew up with. So it's a little disconcerting for us. Hey, does everybody know that the coffee is free tonight? I do not understand how Two-Way Street is making money with this business model.
We are non-profit.
Emphasis on the non.
Because folk music is extremely lucrative.
Ah.
That's how they can afford to give away
Jump
the
on that
coffee.
folk white and gravy train. Exactly.
Yeah, our friends have their young daughter is at NYU studying business, the music of business. Maybe she's
music of
inventing.
business.
Maybe she's inventing music business.
There's the business of music, but I do think the music of business sounds more interesting.
That's a philosophy degree.
Yeah.
We encourage you to take advantage of the free coffee and tea. Am I right?
Correct?
I'm glad I didn't.
And tea?
Why not?
Oh my
I'm glad I
God.
didn't speak. But I do want you to be careful because it is somewhat hazardous drinking coffee, and I'll explain why in the song. I am a fastidious man. But I find myself in a ridiculous circumstance. I like coffee. I like to take it on the train. But I spilled some on my pants and now I've got this stain. I can complain all I want, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't help if I tried to explain. Instead of coffee, I wish I had water. 'Cause to the rest of the world, it's just a pea stain. I need to be downtown today. I got a job interview at 10 and I tried to wash the stain away. I use water, but when the water dries, so the stain is still intact, but now it's 12 it's a tea stain. Well, if I had $1 million and a chance to buy some new pants, that's what I'd pay. Well, if I found a genie in a bottle and I had one wish, I'd make the stain go away. Well, if I was a forensics examiner, well, I could provide you with a chemical analysis. You see, the color and consistency can be very similar. But the stain is clearly coffee and not. I can complain all I want, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't help if I tried to explain. Instead of coffee, I wish I had water. 'Cause to the rest of the world, it's just a pea stain. To the rest of the world, it's just a pea stain.
Maybe tea.
If Dave Humphreys wasn't here, we would have said that word. This is a kind of a romantic song. You know, Jenny and I, we like you to leave here not just feeling entertained, but feeling educated as well. And this is a scientific song on the subject of the amygdala, which is, show them where the amygdala is, Jenny. Show them where your amygdala is.
I'm amygdala.
And the amygdala, if you're not familiar, is associated with things like impulse control, and in particular, a large one indicates that you're a generous person. So it's something to strive for, to increase the size of your amygdala. Also sing along, please. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Well, men tend to measure their bodies and compare, but there's only one part that a woman even cares about. It's not what you think, though. It's up where you think, and it shows that you're prepared to help out and share. Well, the larger the amygdala contained in your brain, the likelier it is that you will help a stranger. Well, the length of it combined with the circumference makes a difference. It's an indication of your generous behavior. I don't think about the size of my equipment or my bank account, which is non-existent. No need to be rich like Rockefeller, big fella. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. If yours is small, hell, chances are you got a triple large ego with an Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Now when a girl who understands both science and romance knows that you can know about a man in advance, could be magnanimous or a psychopath, and if his amygdala is big enough, she'll give him a chance. I had always understood that the measure of my body parts does not contribute to the pleasure of my partner, but now the amygdala is a figure in the formula. It's better if it's fatter, so surprise, size matters. Now check for the memo in case you missed it. See, a chick wants to know that you are altruistic, and there's a perfect metric to signal her. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Chicks dig a big amygdala. If yours is small, well, chances are you're an appalling thug like Hitler or Caligula. Chicks dig a big amygdala. Jenny?
That is I am Tristan, hear me roar. Hashtag I am Tristan, hear me roar. But the whole thing is I am Tristan, hear me roar, but only on Fridays and only in haiku.
That is an adorable picture of our cat, Tristan, who is a beautiful white cat, and a pithy haiku from Jenny Bienemann.
I mean, we pretend I write them, but we all know Tristan writes them. I'm just his mouthpiece.
I'm going to send this out to Tristan here. Tristan, hear me roar, Friday. Keep you are gone. That's what I think about all day long. Well, I know what's best for you and where you belong. Why don't you just stay here? That's what I think about all day long. That's what I think about all day long. Who wants to hear Johnny play the glockenspiel?
Probably already know that. No regrets, Coyote. We just come from such different sets of circumstance. I'm up all night in the studio in Europe, early on your ranch. You'll be brushing at the broodmare's tail while the sun is ascending and I'll just be getting home with the real. There's no comprehending just how close to the bone and the skin and the eyes and the lips you can get. Still feel so alone and still feel related, like stations in some relay. You're not a hit and run driver, no, racing away. You just picked up a hitcher, a prisoner of the white lines on the freeway. We saw a farmhouse burning down in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. Rolled right past that tragedy till we got to some roadhouse lights and a local band was playing. Locals were up kicking and shaking on the floor. Next thing I know, that coyote's at my door. Pins me in a corner and he won't take no. Brings me out on the dance floor and we're dancing close and slow. Now he's got a woman at home. He's got another woman down the hall and he seems to want me anyway. Why'd you have to get so drunk and lead me on that way? You just picked up a hitcher, a prisoner of the white lines on the freeway. Right in the face. On the road to Volgender, my old hometown, he was running through the whisker wheat. chasing some prize down, and a hawk was playing with him. Coyote was jumping straight up and making passes. He took same eyes just like yours under your dark glasses, privately probing the public room and peeking through keyholes and numbered doors, where the players lick their wounds and take their temporary lovers and the pills and powder to get them through this passion thing. No regrets, Coyote. I'll just get off up away. You just picked up a hitcher, a prisoner of the white lines on the freeway. Coyote's in a coffee shop, staring a hole in his scrambled eggs. He picks up my scent on his fingers while he's watching the waitress's legs. He's too far from the Bay of Funday, from Appaloosas and eagles and tides, and the air-conditioned cubicles and the carbon ribbon rides are spelling it out so clear. Either he's gonna have to stand and fight, get up out of here. And I tried to run away myself, to run away and wrestle with my ego. But this flame, put in this Eskimo, in this hitcher, in this prisoner of the white lines, the fine white lines on the freeway. Joni Mitchell, in addition to being a goddess, is just an amazing guitar player. Like the man to my left.
If you get a t-shirt like mine, you too can play guitar exactly like I do. Are there any t-shirts that say how cool Bill you
I
are?
have some t-shirts, yeah. We do. Oh, yeah.
We love hearing Jenny sing that beautiful song. I'm going to give her a little break, just a little break. As I said, my songs are very often inspired by science. And, as folk musicians, it's very important that we are on the right side of every issue. And I think I can speak for Jenny to say that we are definitely not in favor of eradicating every single living creature or plant on this planet at any given time, right? But that did happen, almost happened about 60 million years ago. And sometime later, about 400 years ago, the gentleman who came from the Dutch people who came to the island of Mauritius just about completely and easily ate the dodo birds to death. And so I put those two extinction events into one song. schools and their businesses, their banks and their farms, their religion could not save them. The dinosaur nation was gone, except for birds. Birds. Yeah, the avians found a way to hang on. Yes, the robins and the ravens learned to sing their favorite songs. Oh, with that problem solved, well, lo and behold, the old dodo evolved. Not like a crow, but a far cry, more like a pigeon that didn't need to fly. She was sure not smart, and sure not very pretty, but she settled into domesticity. Where, oh where, did the dodo go? What did the dodo do to you? Fast forward some millennium, the Indian Ocean. Now if we park our car on Madagascar, Mauritius, just to the east of us, not far. And history teaches us the beaches of Mauritius were covered in the feces of the most auspicious of all lost species. That tropical isle was the do messiah. How did the numbers shrink to none? How did they sink into complete oblivion? Unlike the dino, the dodo snuck into the deep Dutch eyes of the agent of her demise. Because there was a hungry Dutchman hit the pigeon with a bludgeon and did the double dutch with a club upon the dodo's dome. On a beach that was the dodo's home. And then he did another one until the dodo dominion was all done. Where, oh where, did the dodo go? What did the dodo do to you? Well, the dodo did not live to see a choo-choo, and the dodo probably never ate a bonbon, but she might have had a maki sushi, because she lived right there by the deep blue sea. Where, oh where, the dodo go? What did the dodo do to you? Now you do to you, to you, what did the dodo do to you? Entertained and educated. Like I said, I got a new record. It's called Animal Communicator. This song is on it. It's kind of it's not anti-anything. It's pro-marriage though, because we like being married and we like to sing about it.
That's true. I can confirm that.
Definitely a sing-along, please.
Got it.
When a man loves a man, well, there ain't no shame. It's pretty much like when a guy loves a dame, except the parties involved have the same equipment. Well, aside from that, it's not very different. In fact, it's almost exactly the same, and it's a good thing. More love in the world is a good thing. The more you bring, the more we get to sing about it. Who's to say who shouldn't and should? More love in the world is good. And when a lady loves a lady, well, that's totally fine. fine. You see, sex can be flexible by design, and it's a beautiful thing when adults come together romantically. And it don't matter whether they're of the same gender, if they're of the same mind, it's a good thing. More love in the world is a good thing. The more you bring, the more we get to sing about it. Who's to say who shouldn't and should? More love in the world is good. And a man sees a man and can't help but imagine him stripped to his blue jeans, bare chest and abdomen. Or when a woman fancies a pretty girl, the nape of her neck so perfectly vertical, her hips so round, she can imagine her hands on them, a good thing. More love in the world is a good thing. The more you bring, the more we get to sing about it. Who's to say who shouldn't and should? More love in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. Everybody, more love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. We should spend our lives in passion and romance. We mustn't squander these passing moments. Let's welcome these couples into family life. You know, a husband with husband and wife with wife, in sickness and health and with shared insurance. It's a good thing. More love in the world is a good thing. The more you bring, the more we get to sing about it. Who's to say who shouldn't and should? More love in the world is good. And before you say gays have gone too far, well, consider how messed up some heteros are, where they get dressed up like boys and girls and then shoot at each other with poison arrows from opposite sides of the family car. Now it's a good thing. More love in the world is a good thing. The more you bring, the more we get to sing about it. Who's to say who shouldn't and should? More love in the world is good. Well, you might not be used to a dude with another dude, but it's cool if they're in love with each other. Well, who's to judge if their love rings true, if they happen to be among the fortunate few whose affections can make each other's hearts flutter? It's a good thing. More love in the world is a good thing. The more you bring, the more we get to sing about it. Who's to say who shouldn't and should? More love in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. More love in the world is love, in the world is love, in the world is good. Happily, that brings us to our last song, Jenny.
It does appear as if it's brought us to our last song.
There's an auspicious. That's probably the wrong word. But there's an anniversary tomorrow, which is not just your brother's birthday.
That's true. Tomorrow is an anniversary I'm sure we all remember. It doesn't seem like it was 20 years ago. 9/11, right? But it's changed our life in so many ways. I mean, so many ways that we can't even really enumerate them all, but we can talk about some of the more obvious changes, and that's what Robin attempts, I would say, succeeds in addressing in this next song. And it comes with an interpretive dance. I mean, we're going to see that soon enough.
Maybe the funniest song that anybody wrote about 9/11. We wrote this song on the 10-year anniversary, literally on that day, I think, and then we performed it that night. I've been working at the airport all the livelong day. I've been working at the airport, checking bags for bombs and blades. I can see inside your suitcase as the belt moves ain't allowed. That water bottle ain't allowed on board. That toothpaste ain't allowed. That hand cream ain't allowed. And that dynamite ain't allowed on board. That container has liquid inside it. That container has liquid, I know. That container has liquid inside it. It's probably just liquid soap. Well, see, I told you so. See, I told you so. Oh. See, I told you so. But still, it might explode. See, I told you so. Oh, well, see, I told you so. But still, that might explode. Well, now, see, I told you so. See, I told you so. Oh, well, see, I told you so. But still, that might explode. Well, see, I told you so. See, I told you so. Oh, well, see, I told you so. But still, that might explode. Very kind to us tonight. Thank you. We're just learning how to play our songs again after a year and a half.
Well, you know, nobody gets out of the coffee house without an encore.
Everybody in the room has to perform an encore before they can
We'll be here all day.
Well, maybe. I never thought about it like that. Our performers never get out without an encore.
Yeah.
But anyway, while you're thinking about what you're going to do, next week we will be back again every Friday night for, it's been over 50 years, so why stop now? And next week, of course, we've got the amazing Sue and Jordy, and they will be there at 8 o'clock. Somebody pointed out the fact that we used to open at 8:15, but we decided, made an executive decision during all of the COVID and the virtuals to start at 8 o'clock. And so here we are back again. And so have you guys thought about one?
We believe we've come to a conclusion.
All right, well then I'm going to step back and let you do your encore.
Thank you very much. My friend Ron in the audience asked, how do we categorize our music? And he gave me 3 options: folk, rock, and blues. And I said, yes.
My good friend Kathy here is a librarian, so she's probably good at like categorizing things. What would you call this junk we do up here? I don't know. Scatological.
I would put it in.
Yeah, we're gonna go through.
Fiction.
We gotta know when we pull out those drawers, those library drawers, like which letter to go to when you're looking up for Robin and Jenny.
I don't think they have.
This is a true life story about what happens in our house. Things come into the house, never get put away. We have to watch our step, we stub our toe every day. It's crooked path through, but I'll surmount the insurmountable and get through. Where does this belong? Who can even say? I lost track of what it's for, but I don't let it stand in my way. It's crooked path through, but I'll surmount the insurmountable and get through. clean up if you didn't like it this way. There's nothing more exciting than finding you every day. But you don't have to worry, I won't ask you to change. As long as you're with me on this crooked path every single day. I'd ask you to clean up if you didn't like it this way. There's something so exciting about finding you every day. So you don't have to worry, I won't ask you to change. As long as you're with me on this crooked path every single day. Now, honey, I will find you. It's not a close call. You're under that lamp, behind that chair, beyond the elephant on the wall. It's a crooked path through, but I'll surmount the insurmountable and get through. Things come into the house, never get put away. We have to watch our step, we trip every day. It's a crooked path through, it's a crooked old path too. It's a crooked path through, but I'll surmount the insurmountable and get me to you.
I know you came in here on one way on the street. I hope you find your way out going the opposite direction on a two-way street.
We're the two-way street that's on a one-way street, yes. Which has nothing to do with the street. It has to do with the two-way conversations that can take place and people that you can meet along the way. So thank everybody for coming, and don't forget, next Friday, 8 o'clock, we do this all again with the amazing Sue and Jordan. And I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you again real soon. Promise?
Yes.